Hey guys, Trackline here on the Elemental Shaman. I just posted a few new macros that I tested for the latest update and they work. So now I'm going to show you how to use them. I have a link down below if you want to copy and paste the macros straight from the web page. Or if you have the Impulse add-on, you can come up here, click Impulse. You just choose your modifier and they'll go straight to your hotbar, or go to the Actions tab and their macros will go straight to your macro tab. I also have a link down below to all my add-ons and, of course the macros. Everyone always asks about those type of things. So yeah, all the add-ons I use and the macros shown in the video, everything can be found in the link, or the macros will be found on the web page. They'll be in a link, and I'll have links to all the add-ons as well for you guys. So the first macro I tested today was a Frost Shock Mouseover macro, which looks like this. / caster bracket target equals Mouseover, harm exists, no dead Frost Shock. And I'll show you how to use this one. So if you just have a single target with no Mouseover at all, it'll always go on your single target like that. But let's say you do have another target you want to hit with your Frost Shock, and you want to keep your current target, well, you can just Frost Shock them like that, and it'll go on your Mouseover target rather than your single target. And this is why I was testing with the Frost Shock, but if you want to put a different spell in there, you can just switch out the Frost Shock here and here, and leave that semicolon in between them. And yeah, test it out with different spells if you want. Next up is a Purge focus macro, which looks like this. / caster bracket target equals focus exists no dead purge. And like the last one, switch out here, and leave that semicolon. And how these work is let's say you just have a single target with no focus target at all. It'll always go off on a single target like this. But let's say this dummy's my focus, and this is my single target. My focus on this UI is right here, so I don't know if you can see because when I switch it's going to be a training dummy. But yeah, I'm switching right now. As you can see, this is my focus right here, is this training dummy. So now that because I do have a focus, it's going to go on my focus rather than my single target this time, just like this. So yeah, it's a really nice macro for like your damage abilities, your CCs, interrupts, things like that. So yeah, and if you want to get your your focus on and off quicker, you can use a macro like this right here. And I'll show you how this works. So if you just have a, you can just mouse over people, click it once and it'll put them on. Click it a second time and it'll take them off. So say this person's on my focus, click it twice, it'll switch focuses. Once again, grunt, there we go. See, you can just switch it just by double clicking. Even if you have a single target, you can just, whoever you want. And even if you have a single target, you can put them on your focus. You don't have to click away or anything like that. It's a really nice focus macro. So I just recommend playing with it and see how you like it. Next up is a Stopcasting Purge macro, which looks like this. It's a simple Stopcasting / cast Purge. And once again, I'm just using Purge for testing. If you want to put something else in there like Ghost Wolf or Hex or something like that, those work really good for Stopcasting. So the reason why these are so nice is because let's say you're doing a lightning bolt and you want to get a purge off to get rid of one of their buffs. What people will do is they'll start strafing, then purge, or they'll jump, do purge, but you lose a lot of animation or lose a lot of time doing the animations. So what you can do is just put stop casting in front of it, and it'll automatically stop the casting and do purge. So with a regular purge, this is what it looks like. Here it is right here. I'm going to cast it and then I'll click it just to show you. It's not going to work. But if I use my macro with the stop casting, it's going to go a lot faster. It's going to automatically stop it. And if you have it for a keybind, you can do it a lot faster. So you don't need a strafe or anything like that. It'll be a lot faster to just do that. It works really good for like Ghost Wolf, Hex, and Purge, things like that. So yeah, I'll test it out and see how it works. Put stop casting in front of some of your spells and see how it works for you. And the last macro I tested today was a modifier macro for my lightning bolt and my chain lightning, which looks like this. / caster bracket modifier alt chain lightning semicolon lightning bolt. And if you never used a modifier macro before, you can switch out the alt right here for something like shift or control if that's easier for you. And what you put before the semicolon is right modifying. So as you can see here, here's the macro on my keybind right here. If I just hit it normally, it's going to be my lightning bolt, just like that. But if I hold down Alt, you'll see it change. And hit the same key binding, it's going to be my chain lightning. And you don't need to hold down Alt. All you have to do is hold down Alt, hit the key bind, then you can let go of Alt. You don't have to hold it down the whole time you're doing the spell or anything like that. So yeah, these modifier macros are good for a couple reasons. First, if you like setting up your keybinds, or if I was going to set up all my spells right now, I wouldn't have to set up key bindings for everything. I could just modify them all. And so that's good because first you can save on interface space, and more importantly, say you're really good with the A key or the S key and keys around those keys. Well, you can just set up key modifiers for all of those keys instead of trying to get good with keys at the top, like the number keys or keys on the right side or the bottom side of the keyboard. Instead, just focus on the keys you're good at. So you become a little more efficient with the keys you're good at already. Alright guys, well that's the last key, or not the last key, that's the last macro I made for my Elemental Shaman. If you guys want to see more Elemental Shaman macros, just drop a like on the video, and I'll know you enjoyed it, and I'll make more for you guys. Have a good one.